Hi there, I'm Coach Sunny, and in this tutorial I'm going to be, as a beginner's shadow boxing tutorial, we're going to be concentrating on doing two things really well, which is learning how to throw jab cross, hook cross, and how to step backwards and forwards correctly. This is the most important footwork in boxing and Muay Thai, the straight line going forward, and more importantly, the straight line going backwards. So when you come to do sparring, you will end up getting pushed backwards, and so you need to make sure you've got your feet moving in the correct sequence, and so you're on balance all of the time. And the more you practice this, the more natural it will become. It's difficult because it's not natural to us. I think it goes back into our fear of falling backwards, that we are much more quick to learn the forward movement part and much more slow and reticent in learning the back stepping part of the footwork. So this drill is really, really good. What we're going to be using some 1 kilo dumbbells. These are really good for a number of reasons. That they're not just about getting your shoulders stronger, it's going to help you develop like a straight wrist in your punches as well, which means you're not going to hurt your wrist when you punch pads or the bag. That's a very common thing that happens. People say, oh, my wrist's hurting when I'm hitting the bag, or should I wrap my hands? That does help, of course, but you can hit without hand wraps at all, just in gloves. I do that all the time. I don't have time to wrap my hands, but because I've got a straight wrist, I don't hurt my wrist. So just to reinforce, a straight wrist position looks like this. Anything like this is going to result, when I'm contacting something, that wrist is going to flex and I'm going to get pain here. It's okay at the beginning, but as you actually start to get the technique more, you're going to generate more power, and that's when the wrist pain can quite often begin. And you've quite often not learned the technique correctly at the beginning, so there's a lot of work in resetting the technique. It takes 300 reps for a technique to become really kind of natural, but it takes 3,000 to 5,000 reps to undo that, so it can become really, really problematic. So I think it's a very good way to learn at the beginning. So what we're going to do, we're going to concentrate on jab, cross, hook and cross, and we're going to practice going forwards and backwards. So what we're going to do to start with, we're just going to throw the jab coming forward. So we're just going to jab in the center, and then we're going to step forward with the front foot, then we're going to throw jab, cross down the center, then we're going to step forward again, we're going to throw jab, cross and turn into the hook, then we're going to step forward again, jab, cross, hook, cross. Now we're going to take 4 steps back, 2, 3, and the back foot's moving, 4, and then we're going to come forward, jab, then we're going to step, jab, cross, then we're going to step, jab, cross, hook, the foot's going ahead of that punches slightly, then the last time we're going to step first, jab, cross, hook, cross, chin down, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're working that back step in, the rear heel's off the ground, and again we're going to step first, jab, then jab, cross, then jab, cross, hook, then jab, cross, hook, cross, and step off 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is really, really good to practice over and over again. Good to practice the punches singly and together. Okay, so this helps you as well, like building combinations. Sometimes when you come on to do sparring later on, very, very difficult to throw jab, cross, hook, cross, because you might get to jab and somebody's parried and jabbed you back. But you can practice going jab and then jab, cross. So sometimes, like in sparring, when you land or you throw a successful jab, the next impulse will be to throw the jab, cross. Now, say if you throw jab, cross in sparring, then you'll find that you'll fall naturally into the hook. And if you manage to throw the hook, you'll find you let the 4th punch go. So it's really a great way to train, not just for technique and to get the techniques correct and the footwork correct, but also to get yourself building combinations. because in sparring it's not going to be so simple where you're just going to go out and throw combination after combination, because what will happen is people are going to defend and counter-attack or disrupt your attacks. So thanks for watching, and it's a very simple drill, but as I say, even a minute's practice of that is very good, and it's actually quite tiring on your shoulders, and it's a great warm-up. Thanks for watching.